How's everybody doing today? Good. Well, we really trying to push the players in some difficult circumstances to stay focused, to make the improvements that we need to make in various areas of our team, and there are probably too many to mention, but I don't think it's anything that you wouldn't normally typically expect, from a first game. Some anxiety, some inexperienced players, but the effort and the ability to stay focused and the ability to retain things for young players especially from one week to the next so that you can build on what you need to build on through the season. And the issue is can you stay focused? That's the deal with maturity, as players, as competitors. There's a lot of young guys on our team that can certainly help us, but their maturity and ability to stay focused, because we can't practice everything every day. So they have to have carryover. I guess when we were kids, we all had etch and sketch. You know what that is? Maybe some of you guys don't, unless you do it on your phone or something on the internet, you probably can't do it. But when I grew up, you could draw on this thing, and then you pull the tab up and it goes blank so you could draw something else. Well, we can't operate that way. If we go etch and sketch with the player, that means he doesn't remember anything from camp, he doesn't remember anything from last week, and we're starting all over, we're in trouble. But it's not that they don't know, it's the ability to stay focused, and that's going to be a challenge for us and something that we need to continue to work on. And distractions can't bother you. I don't care if it's the weather, I don't care if it's where you're playing. External factors cannot affect players' ability to stay focused and to perform and do their job at the level that we would like. We're excited to be home in a home opener against an opponent that every opponent that you play creates issues and problems that you have to work on, try to defend, whether you're on offense or defense or special teams or whatever it is, and because it comes down to your ability to execute against those players, and we certainly have a lot of respect for New Mexico State, their team and their players and their coach. September is Suicide Awareness Month. Terry and I have been very committed for the last probably 25 years at least, and with the Jason Foundation, who has tried to create awareness for suicide prevention for many, many years now. And I think if we can save, one young person with somebody being able to identify symptoms or whatever that may impact the choices and decisions they make relative to their future, I think it's a wonderful cause for all of us to be involved in and all of us to be aware of. I don't have any new injuries or anything like that to report.
Okay, Coach, we'll start here. Charlie?
Just wanted to ask about Hunter Brandon, if you have an update on him. We haven't seen him out there in a while.
Well, he's got medical issues that we're dealing with, and he has not been cleared to come back and play, and what the future holds for him is still sort of a question mark, whether he'll be able to come back and play or not. So we'll just have to wait and see how that works out.
Back on the left with Cecil, Coach.
On that same vein, anything new on Nigel Knott's situation?
Nigel Knott is medically been redshirted medically for some of the medical issues that he had, and he has he's in school here. We want to support him and help him to get an education. He was a very good teammate for a lot of our players. He worked hard, really did a good job in this program, and but the medical staff felt that it was not in his best interest to be able to continue to play football.
Coach, we'll go in the middle with Michael.
Just want to know your thought process on the sideline when you see a team like Duke come out and run that triple option, that Wishbone offense. What's the reaction for you guys on the sideline? Any consideration of a timeout to try to pull people together for that?
No, I think if we'd have struggled with it, we would have called timeout, but we didn't really struggle that much with it, and we didn't really know what they were going to do out of it. So until you kind of find that out, but one of the things, our players were very, very aware on the sidelines of what they were doing. Sort of some of the experienced players have played against that type of offense in the past. So we made a couple of adjustments, after the first series, and it didn't really hurt us that much. So I mean, if we were really struggling with it, we'd have probably try to call timeout to get everybody, settled down.
Come back over to Charlie.
Just what did you see from your secondary on Saturday? And you said that New Mexico State likes to throw the ball around a lot. What do you want to see from them this weekend?
Well, there's going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of formations, a lot of adjustments. They have some really good concepts in the passing game. Quarterback's a very capable guy. They've got a good tailback. They've got a couple, really good receivers, and they utilize their skill players, extremely well. So it's going to be a challenge for us to cover, play the ball, tackle well in space, because these kinds of teams, the ball is going to be in space a lot on the perimeter. So, try to affect the quarterback up front relative to, the pass rush and all those kind of things. So, it's going to be a challenge for the entire team, but especially for the secondary. And I thought last week, other than not playing the ball in the deep part of the field very well, we tackled well. We didn't miss a lot of tackles on defense, period. And we played, pretty well in space, did a good job of, containing the quarterback. We weren't worried about sacking that guy. We didn't want him to take off running because he made a lot of plays running when he played a year ago. So, I thought the defense played and did a pretty good job, and when they made plays, it was because we made a couple bad mental errors. So it's good teaching for our guys to learn from, and hopefully we'll be able to improve. But this is a completely different style of play than what we saw a week ago.
Finish up in the back.
Coach, you brought up the word focus. When you see a guy like Jordan Battle in the game against Duke make that interception, what does that do for you, the staff, most importantly the players, when a young guy can go out there and step up in a moment like that and you guys know that we can trust that guy?
Well, as fans, all you know is he intercepted the ball. But as coach, we weren't playing the right coverage. So, I love Jordan Battle. He's a really good player. He's going to contribute to our team this year. He is one of the young players on our team that seems to be able to stay focused and improve and make plays every day. But I think he's the kind of player that, even though we didn't do the right thing on that side in the coverage, he finished the play. He played the play. It didn't bother him that, and went and played the ball with confidence, which is, that's an important part of being a good defensive back. So we're excited about him being in the program. We're excited about his performance.
One more, Coach. I'm sorry, Cecil over there.
Also, and I'll probably regret following up, but did you have to do any extra running this week because you got a 15-yard penalty in the game?
Miss Terry made me run on a treadmill for 20 minutes. The leadership group had a meeting, and they wanted to implement some disciplinary action, but it kind of got overruled. But I'm not proud of it. I really am not. And in all honesty, there was somebody in the white. It wasn't a player. It was a coach. I thought they were upset because the players were celebrating a good play, and that sort of fueled my reaction. So, but anyway, it is what it is. I'll learn from it. Let's let the players learn from their mistakes.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.